So you think about R. Kelly, Diddy having those relationships. How difficult are those things for you to be able to deal with and go through?
Man, these are great questions because this is stuff I deal with every single day. And one of the reasons why I built, my latest platform, and it always stems back to what I went through in 2020 of being canceled, and and even like having those meetings with the ADL and stuff, and I was like, man, when we fall, or like the minister said, you know what I mean? When you see a man fall, don't laugh, learn. And I went to, many different individuals and said, don't cancel me, counsel me. You know what I mean? Like, don't throw me away. Who are we as men to be able to judge at some level that we can throw another human being away? It's like everybody has the opportunity for, reconciliation and atonement. It's just if you're really willing to put the work in, that's what penitentiaries are for. They're for the repentance. They come from the same root word. So if I get the opportunity to say, I made a mistake here, I misstepped here, I misspoke here, but now you're gonna throw me away all the way. So I come from a space with all of those relationships that I had, eagerly when it's like, I can't judge that man. I don't know what demons he's struggling with. I don't know what he's going through, but it's not my job to throw that person away. So hopefully, with building the counsel culture community and creating, professionals and doctors and clinicians that can say, we all got problems. We all dealing with mental wellness. We're all dealing with issues of trauma. And how do we deal with that specifically as Black men? We've been torn down enough, then we have to start tearing down each other. And when we see something like, the heinous and monstrous, energy of what we saw in that video with Diddy, it's like, man, that brother is troubled. That brother got demons, and not only we see that, and that it's triggering for so many because we all know people like that. We hate to say it. You know what I mean? We all know people that are dealing with them same demons that R. Kelly's dealing with. And they're close in our family, and we all have our own demons that we try to hide. So I try to be that individual to say, we all need help. Let's create forums where we can have these type of discussions to say, and not run from the truth, and I think, like Cat Williams said, it's the year of the truth. It's a lot of reckoning that even as individuals, when it's so interesting, man, you see people talk about Puff and all of that stuff, and they're like, hey man, didn't you have the same, and those people are dealing with those struggles now because these are conversations that are current dinner table conversations every day. And as fathers, we know and how protective we want to be over our children, specifically our daughters, that now they're asking, I had to have that conversation with my daughter about, she's like, Dad, that's your friend, right? And I'm like, damn. Ooh, okay. So I know him. I've befriended him. I don't know that person. And I've never seen that person. Wow. And I cannot be friends with a person who does that. But all we can do is pray for him, because if you were the girl on that tape, there would be no more him. If it was up to me, if we look at it, he had all of the attractiveness that would lure, innocent women in, the money, the power, the fame, the fun. It looked charisma, like before this year, a Diddy party sounded like a good time. Right. I remember being 16, 17, standing out in the cold in New York trying to get into a Diddy party. Right. That every celebrity, or I've DJ'd parties at Diddy's house where every celebrity, they may not be talking about it right now, but every A-list celebrity in the world was there. And you're like, this is the holy grail. Wasn't no weird stuff going. Everybody's enjoying themselves and having a good time. But now the definition of a Diddy party is it sounds Diddy. It sounds dark. It sounds twisted. It sounds like things we can't even fathom.